Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today I'll be reading something known as 7 Minutes in Heaven Creepypasta Scenario. Red won't be joining me on this fanfic thing right now due to the fact that he's in school and I'm currently on break. So I'm recording this in one of the unused classrooms at the moment, so please don't judge. So right now I'm going to be reading Eilish Jack's scenario on 7 Minutes in Heaven. So basically, this 7 Minutes in Heaven will be based on each member of the creepypasta characters. So I hope you guys enjoy. Before we read on to this chapter, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. Feeling something smooth, I wrapped my fingers gently around it. Sure enough, there was a sharp end. I slowly pulled the mystery item out. It was a shiny scalpel, the kind the doctors use for surgery. It was sharp and to the max, and just the graze of my finger, I might get cut. Whose is this? I held up the item in the air. A man with a jet black hoodie, black eyes, and a blue mask walked over to me. I read about him. Eyeless Jack. He stole people's kidneys and ate them. Well, half of them. He took his gloved hand and from his pocket to retrieve the scalpel. I looked back into his black abyss eyes. There was nothing, no emotions, just plain. It freaked me out. All right, into the closet you go, Slindor chimed. I both cringed on how he made it rhymed. As Jack and I would call him, remain silent as I entered the closet and the door leaving us both in pitch black darkness. The faint color of the blue of his mask was the only thing I can see in the darkness. What do you want to do? I asked. No answer, just silence. We both shifted awkwardly. The mask just starting to get to me. I was the curious type, to say the least. I would always snoop around to find answers. I tried touching the mask. He shifted back. I tried again, and I felt the smooth mask. I gently tugged it off. He said nothing, did not move or resist, until I held it in my hands. I looked up at him to see his face in the darkness, but he had dark brown hair. What do you look like? I asked him, trying to see his face. He cocked his head to the side and gave me a small smile. I could tell he was because of the sharp white teeth. He moved towards me, holding the mask against my chest. He forced me against the wall. His face was literally close to mine, as I can see, if saying, I see yourself. Of course, I couldn't see him, and then leaning in, not expecting him to be so close. Our lips lightly touched. This time I felt his lips curled up into a smile. He lightly kissed me and massaged my mid-back. I dropped the mask to my feet and he kissed me harder. I slowly slid down the wall into a sitting position. His mask was to my left against the wall. He was kissing down my neck, stopping at my collarbone. He placed his ears between my breasts, listening to my heartbeat. I held on to my wrist, seeing to fall asleep. His breathing had slowed. Yep, he was asleep. Suddenly, licking between my breasts, making my heart sped up again, beating loudly. I'm going to open the door. We both heard Splendor chime. Jack began to freak out, looking for something. As the door was about to begin to open, I realized he needed his mask. I quickly grabbed it and wrapped it and whipped it from him and putting it back on. Dude, chill, I said as I stood up, helping him up. He took my hand lightly, filled the cramped space. I'm so happy you didn't eat her, Jack. Splendor gave him a thumbs up and yelling, Who's next? The room screamed and cleared out, but Slindy followed the crowd. Jack hugged my waist and pulling his arms around my waist. I heard a light laugh as he licked my neck. My face turned red as he dragged me back into the closet. Oh my goodness, my face flushed as he shut the door. He didn't eat my organs, but he ate something else.